Take things to the next level with these modifications. Before this point, all the tips, tricks, and tweaks I've shared with you can help you maximize the effects of ketosis. They will help you flip the script from using blood sugar as your main energy source to burning fat. You probably have already lost quite a few pounds before this point. So far, so good. But if you are serious about taking things to the next level, focus on the following modifications. Please understand that these modifications are not easy. It's a good idea to master all the previous chapters first. Lock them down, know them backwards and forwards. Incorporate them into your lifestyle. Get used to them. Once things have gotten easy and you've gotten used to the previous modifications, now is the time to level up. Start to regularize your meal times. You need to start giving yourself certain rules regarding your meals. If you notice that there is a certain pattern for your hunger cycles, get them down in writing. Try to regularize them. The key here is to strike a deal with yourself. If you don't eat within these fixed regular times where you're normally hungry, you resolve not to eat at all until the next period. This is a big break for a lot of people. But once you get over this hump, the fat seriously just melts off. It's unbelievable because you reduce your calorie intake quite a bit. And the best part is that once you get used to this, you don't even miss those calories. This is because you have resolved to know your hunger patterns and internal body clock schedule intimately. This takes quite a bit of self-awareness. This takes quite a bit of time and effort. It's not like you know these already. People with changing schedules often feel distracted. Their bodies have fixed hunger cycles, but they don't notice due to their focus on other activities. They're focused on their work schedule. They're focused on going to and from their home. But once you zero in on your hunger cycles and you regularize these in terms of your meal times, you make quite a bit of progress. You can eventually skip meals if you're not hungry, then wait until you are hungry for the next one. Your mind adapts, allowing you to stick to your meal times. Eliminate or greatly reduce snacking. Prior to this point, you can still snack. But eventually, once you've regularized your meal times and your hunger cycles become more controlled and fixed, you can start eliminating snacking. Now, please understand that this is not going to happen overnight. You've probably been snacking all your life. Welcome to the club. That's how most people are. That's perfectly okay. But once you have a good hold or control over your hunger schedule, you can make amazing progress in greatly reducing or flat out eliminating snacking. I know it seems like a pipe dream right now. It seems almost impossible, but you'd be surprised as to what you're capable of if you put your mind to it. Start with a gradual reduction. It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to be a hero. You're not looking for some sort of great leap ahead. You just want to make a little change. You'd be surprised at how quickly you can do this because you've taken the right initial steps, which is to regularize your meal times. Eventually scale down to 1 to 2 meals a day. I must admit, if I tell you this directly, it may surprise you. You might think, this guy is crazy. I eat regularly, 3 meals a day, plus some snacks. Believe me, I understand where you're coming from because that was my mindset. By following the advice and regularizing my meal times, I concluded that this is your direction. Because if you did everything that I've told you correctly, this is where you will be. You will be able to scale down to 1 or 2 meals a day. Obviously, you're going to scale down to 2. Then once that gets easy and predictable, scale down to 1. Why is this important? Eating just 1 meal a day significantly reduces your calorie intake. If you also adopt some sort of modest exercise program, this can go a long way in burning the fat off. By modest exercise, I'm not talking about you running a marathon. There's no need to do that. You don't have to become some sort of triathlete or fancy yourself as some sort of Iron Man or Iron Woman. No need to be a hero once again. You can just walk around the block or you can bike around. It doesn't matter. Any kind of moderate exercise is enough to tip the scales, especially when you have reduced everything down to 1 to 2 meals a day. Scale down to 1 meal a day. This section emphasizes that you must consistently reduce to 1 meal a day, not occasionally or a few times a week. Now, this might seem a bit hard, and it is for a lot of people, but if you followed all the steps above, it's easier to get to this point than you care to imagine. Transitioning isn't as difficult as it seems since you're prepared. The key is committing to eating once a day. The deal is this: you choose to eat only within a certain time window. This is called intermittent fasting paired with a keto diet. When you make this deal with yourself, this means that if you go past the window, you're going to skip the meal. You wait until the next day. It may seem harsh, but I was surprised at how easy it was. I would sometimes go an entire day without realizing I hadn't eaten. It felt natural at that point. That's the secret to intermittent fasting. It's a commitment to eat within a certain time frame. You need to be on the same page with your primary care physician. Any advice here that I give you must be run through and approved by your doctor. If you engage in any kind of fasting, make sure you talk with your doctor first. Still, when you adopt intermittent fasting, it really turbocharges your weight loss, and it exaggerates the weight loss effects of the keto diet. If you can, adopt a day-to-day fasting technique. This is taking things to the next level. With a day-to-day fasting technique, you are basically eating within a certain time window one day, and then completely avoiding any food the next day, and then going back to eating. Many people may not reach this stage. It's optional, but a great way to advance. Some people take fasting further by alternating 2 days of fasting with 3 days of eating. While extreme, it's worth considering once you've mastered the steps above.